Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews.
Oh, hey there, Clinker. Maybe you should help me out here, betcha.
That doesn't compute. Wait. Roger.
What's going on here, sir? Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here. Not a clue.
Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're going to take a look at another Star Wars figure from the Black Series. It's the Battle Droid from the prequel series. So I found this at my local Kroger down the street from my house here in Greenwood, Indiana, and they had their Star Wars stuff 40 to 80% off. And shirts and toys and all kinds of stuff, and I figured, you know what, I might take a look at these. And they had the Battle Droid, and they also had a Mace Windu, and a couple other figures that were like, meh, and this was the one I was most interested in. The Mace just didn't quite look right to me, so I opted for the Battle Droid, and I gotta say, it's pretty cool. I only paid $10 for him, so I'm like, why not? I kind of wish they had another one, because I would have bought both. But it is what it is, so let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. Roger, roger. So here we have the Battle Droid in the packaging, and looks pretty cool, I will say that. I am not the biggest of the prequel fans. I do have to say I like the Phantom Menace of all three of the prequels. The Attack of the Clones was okay. I personally think Revenge of the Sith was the worst one. But the Battle Droids were always kind of fun in the prequels and in the Clone Wars cartoon. They weren't very smart. They were pretty much comic relief, but the thing about them, they were built to overpower an army, right? So it's total just overpowering, swarming, and that's how they won. So it's like you've got to have at least 5 or 6 Battle Droids in your collection to make it right. And I might have to find some more of these if I can find them on sale, because it does look really good. Basic packaging is exactly the same that we've been getting in the Black Series. It says Star Wars, the Black Series at the top. We get the Battle Droid right there, and it says Battle Droid right there, Battle Droid, and then he is number 83 in the series. So just kind of a close-up. There it is. There is the Battle Droid. Roger, roger. Looking all kinds of cool. Definitely digging that. And then it says Battle Droid right there. Side of the box, again, just says 83. Back of the packaging. Again, number 83, we get the artwork of the Battle Droid, and it has a little write-up. And the write-up basically says they're no match for Jedi or clone troopers, but it's a swarm attack that basically prevails. So if you want to pause and read that, you are more than welcome to. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get the Battle Droid out of box and see what we think. Roger, roger. And here we have the Battle Droid out of the packaging, and this figure is a lot more fun than it ever should be. You know, I gotta say, I bought this figure because it was on sale. I didn't think I was going to like it. After I got it out of package and started posing it around, I really did fall in love with this little figure. And now I want to get like 5 more and have like a squad of 6 or something. I know there's it looks like a B1 model that's kind of the darker orange-brown color, and I'm thinking it's an exclusive somewhere, but I'm not really sure. If you know, leave a comment down below. So looking at this thing, I mean, it looks great. The only thing I will say about it, I really question how durable the joints on this figure are going to be as time goes on. I feel like they're going to get real loose and they're all just going to fall to the ground like the end of the Gungan battle. But before that happens, at least I have this video. Now, one of the coolest things that I really like is he holds the gun perfectly in his hands, which is very, very nice. Now, he comes with the little backpack on right there. You can take this gun out of his hands as I blur up the camera here. All right, so take the gun and the droid, if we can focus it. There we go. There's a peg on the gun. You mount the gun onto the backpack. If I can get it in there. There we go. In like this. And, yep, focus. There we go. And, I mean, it's exactly like it is in the Phantom Menace. That is where the gun was, which is very cool. Now, the backpack itself is removable. So you just pull it off of the droid. Come on. Get off. There we go. There are two little plugs. Up. Focus. There we go. Two little plugs on the back that the backpack actually ports into. And then there's another piece that is an accessory for the antenna. And this plugs on his back, where the backpack plugs in. If I could get it in here. This other side. There we go. I had it on the wrong one. That's why it was acting all funky. Bloop. There we go. So, yeah, you could have it like that, where it's got the antenna to make it an alternate droid, because not all of them have the backpack. Me personally, I like the look of the backpack, so I will display it with the backpack on there. Now, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and take that off and plug the backpack back on, because I just like the way it looks better with the backpack. Yep. Definitely the way I like to display him. Now, as far as articulation goes on this figure, the head moves back and forth. It goes down all the way, looks up about that far. There is also a joint at the top of the head that looks up and down, which is nice. The arms rotate all the way around, which is cool. They've got a little bit of wiggle at the socket. There is a swivel at the upper arm, which is amazing. It's got a nice hinge joint at the elbow right there. There's another swivel at the elbow, which is awesome. The wrists also swivel, and they also have a hinge. There is a hinge joint at the, I guess, the upper body, not really the waist. There is nothing that slides back and forth. Legs kick up super far, kick all the way back. Very nice knee joints, if I can focus it. There we go. So really, really nice knee joints. And then he's got hinges on his ankles, and that's about it as far as articulation goes on this guy, which is not bad at all. It actually has more articulation than a lot of other figures out there. Now, that being said, he can also squat down into his transport mode that we saw in the Phantom Menace when they unloaded all the droids to attack the Gungans. And I personally find that amazing. So you just flip the legs all the way up, flip them all the way down like this, like so, and then you just rest his little head all the way down like that. And let's see here, there we go. And then his arms, you're just going to swivel around like this so that he's clutching his legs like that. They're all folded up, and then you just adjust the feet to the point where they are sitting. So he's like in this little Buddha state, which is very, very awesome. The fact that you can do that is great. Now we just need the transport ship and like 200 of these, and that would be a great diorama. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, I really, really like the sculpt on this. The paint on it's really nice. Lots of dry brushing everywhere. It's got the little black eyes, silver, brown scuffs everywhere. The detail looks really, really cool, and it's a very thinly sculpted figure. And the fact that it has all the articulation that it does, and it stands upright, I think they did a great job with the engineering. The only thing is, I wish the antenna on the backpack you could pull up and down, kind of periscoping, but alas, we do not have that, but we do have the alternate antenna, which I guess that works too. Alright, so taking a closer look at the figure with the alternate accessory with the antenna on his shoulder makes a big difference on the way this guy looks. You don't see the big backpack hanging off over his shoulders. He looks a lot more streamlined. This kind of seems like this would be more of one of the droids you would see inside of one of the ships versus out in a battlefield. I do like it. I like the look. It's very different. And it's another reason why I'd like to pick up a few of these just to kind of rotate out the different accessories, maybe add some painting here and there. I think that would be a lot of fun. But, you know, the fact that we get both incarnations, pretty damn cool. So looking at the midsection of the figure, again, we got the backpack going on here. I love all the detail, the joints. The fact that he can hold his blaster properly is one of the coolest things I've seen on a figure in a while. I mean, it looks exactly like it does in the show. Even the fingers, the way they hold it, very, very nice. Again, all the articulation there, sculpting's nice, the hips. Everything about this figure just says Battle Droid, and it's pretty badass. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure. Again, sculpt is proper, looks good, it's got nice joints. The only thing about it is I'm wondering how well they're going to last through time, especially in the hips and the ankles. I feel like if you move them too much over time, they're going to get super loose and he'll just kind of fall down. The knee joints, very, very tight, so that's very cool. Stands a lot better than I thought it ever would for being such a very thin and tiny figure, and, well, that's the mark of good engineering. For comparison, here we have the Star Wars Black Series Battle Droid with a Terminator from Kenner in 1992, I believe, from Terminator 2. And as you can see, the Battle Droid is definitely taller than the Terminator, but Terminator's a little bit bulkier, and I'm pretty sure the Terminator would kick this guy's ass. Roger, roger. So is the Battle Droid from Star Wars The Black Series, featured in the Star Wars prequels, something that you want in your Star Wars collection? Well, if you're a fan of the prequels, you're probably going to want this. It's another one of those troop building things like clone troopers or stormtroopers. Get a bunch of these Battle Droids. It would look cool up on a prequel shelf. You know, I got it because it was on sale. The Battle Droids were always kind of funny to me. I never really disliked them, but I never thought they were great. But I will say, once you get this figure in your hands, the posability on it is actually pretty damn cool, and it was totally worth the, you know, the sale price that I gave. So yeah, I recommend the figure. We'll see how the joints hold up over time. So there it is, the Battle Droid from the Star Wars prequels.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.